Okay, y'all. So, yeah, we having a hard time, okay? So, I told y'all we was coming live for Marketing Monday with
Kayla.
Glosses by Kayla, CEO, okay? So this is out the norm. This is not our normal Marketing Monday. It's a little different. We at home, we're on our couch. But this is gonna be a little real talk. So we're gonna take it as real talk, mother and daughter real talk with you all, because I feel like if more people are transparent about who they are and what's going on and what it took to get them where they're at, then it'll help a lot of other people that are trying to get where they want to be, and they may feel as if they're defeated, but when they hear other people's stories or see other people's stories, then they know that it's possible. So like I told you, she's trying to be all cute. We not. We all off wax. Y'all notice my lashes are gone. Lip gloss gone. Y'all, it's been a long day, but I promised that we were going to do Marketing Monday today with us. So I'm going to just give a little back history and then we're going to just talk. We just going to have a talk for Marketing Monday so we can inspire and help somebody else. Maybe it's a mother-daughter, another mother-daughter. Maybe it's family. Maybe it's whatever it is. We can help you all, encourage you that it's possible. Any hurdle, any stumbling block that may come your way, you can get through it. Everything is a test for a testimony. So therefore, we're gonna talk a little bit for Marketing Monday, and we're just gonna dig deep a little bit. So this is not the familiar, what you used to for Marketing Monday. This is not the YouTube. I decided not to do the YouTube. I just decided to go live and do the Marketing Monday on live, okay? So, we have Kayla. So we're going to talk a little bit about, don't look at me like this. She gets on my nerve, y'all, because look how she be looking at me. So we're going to talk a little bit about your cosmetic company, but I want you to tell the people, because I'm not going to talk for you today. Okay? You're going to talk like you was on the radio. But I want you to tell the people how you birthed the lip gloss company from the beginning, like how it all started. What made you go into doing it?
I like how you put me on the spot.
Well, we on live Marketing Monday. I mean, that's not the spot. You sat down at the couch. You knew what was gonna take place. Did she not know what was gonna take place? Okay. Anyway, I told y'all this is not the norm, and I'm with my child, so you know how that go. So tell them how it transpired, because I'm not gonna tell your story. So tell them how it transpired and how you started making lip gloss and how the company started.
Like from very beginning.
What inspired you and what's the purpose? Like, come on.
Okay, what inspired me is because I like watch it a lot. I used to watch a lot of makeup videos and people doing their makeup. So I was like, let me do something. And then I was going through depression, so making lip gloss and stuff helped me cope with that. Like when I'm in my little mood, I'll go in my room and make lip gloss, and then it'll take my mind off, and I'll be okay after that.
She has a lot of little moves, y'all, because she 15, but before she was 15, she had a lot of moves too. But like I was telling y'all earlier before we came live, I was telling y'all how a business can actually help heal you and help get you out of a lot of things. So even with me starting my company, stepping out my comfort zone, SOMCZ, it not only did it birth new beginnings, it took me out of my stage of depression. And like I always tell people, what your children is going through, it thrives off of you. And so I tried to put on a pretty face because I have kids, and I didn't want to let them see me hurt. But because go down holiday, because I was hurting and I was depressed, it rolled off to her. So, but because she was a child, she couldn't handle the depression. I could handle it. I could cover it up. I could make it look good, paint a good picture, and make it look like I was okay. But for her, it took it to another level. So it even though suicide wasn't a thought of mine, it became a thought of hers. So what I learned with me doing business and me learning to praying and asking God, what do I need to do to get out of this? That's when SOMCZ was kind of birthed to a new level, and it helped me to get up out of my depression. So because I'm her mom, I can't help her with everything, and I had to learn that. So because I can't help her with everything, I prayed and I saw the therapist. So we got a therapist in which she was excellent with Kayla, and she started going to therapy. I let the therapist, I told the therapist whatever go on in there is that's between y'all, because I wanted her to feel comfortable getting it all out, even if it had something to do with me. And that's a lot of times we don't understand that sometimes we can be the problem as well, because even though we love them, a lot of burdens we carry, we put off on our children. So with her going to therapy, it helped me. So we both kind of helped each other, and we started our businesses. And she piggybacked and came back up under me and started her business, and that became her therapy. So with that becoming her therapy, I'm a business coach, so I pushed her, and sometimes she be mad at me, and because she want to do what she want to do, but at the end of the day, that's your baby. So I would rather you be 15 and learn that when something is that dear to you and important to you, you need to go hard with it, because the more you push it off, the more you want, the longer it takes you to obtain it. So we basically started tag teaming, and she don't like to speak in public, but she will get in private and tell her story. So I want you to kind of like encourage maybe a young teen that may be feeling hopeless, or they may be fatherless, or they may feel as if everybody they cared about has turned on them. How can they kind of like get over it? Not really get over it, but cope with it, because you really never get over it.
Yeah, like take your mind off of it for a good little minute, and then when it starts back up, go back to what you were doing to get it off. Like that.
Right. So what can they do? Like, what are some things that you feel as if as a teenager, and what are some things you feel as if parents should consider when it comes to, like, what are some things that you feel I did right to help you get to
take me to therapy, boost me with my business, and love on me a lot.
Right. And we have a different type of environment in our home. A lot of times people, and that's why I don't let my kids go too many places around too many people, because people have the old folk syndrome, and they feel as if kids shouldn't say certain things and express their feelings and those type of things. But in our home, we're very we express our feelings. We do it respectfully, and if they don't, they get their head knocked off. But at the same time, I've taught them to express their feelings, because we've had the demon depression to sit in our home. So because we've encountered it, we take all measures so that we don't encounter it anymore. I mean, we still go through our ups and downs, but our businesses has really become our therapy. What?
I knew it was coming.
Oh yeah, I said yeah, but it has become our therapy. So we just wanted to do a live today to kind of, for marketing Monday, encourage you all that no matter what you're going through, no matter what you face, no matter what hurdles come your way, if it's inside of you, if it's your purpose, if it's your plan, then birth it and allow God to build you. Allow you to take those necessary steps to get through it. And by any means, I tell anybody that cliche about not having a therapist, that's a cliche. Y'all get a therapist. It's okay to seek a therapist. We found God, we found prayer, and we found a therapist, and it got us through. So that's one of the things, like in our household, even with this little boy right here, we went through a period where he was a whole preemie, had a hole in his heart, 2 blood transfusions. You would never know, but God got us through that. God got us through 31 days in the hospital every day. Them in one room, sleeping in night clothes, and him in the NICU, and me still trying to birth this baby as a business. So, and me fighting her with depression. So we went through a lot at one time, but God saw us through, and our businesses are now flourishing. They're becoming amazing businesses. Yeah, and we got another one coming. She just killed a bag. You stop telling people the stuff now, but we have another one. London has decided she know what her business is gonna be. So we're birthing. Yeah, it's not your birthday. We're birthing purpose out of our pain. So I just wanted to take today, because normally I was gonna record it on YouTube and make it a YouTube, and I may still do it, but as you see, all of us are sitting on the couch. But I just wanted to encourage somebody that you can do it. You can do it. I don't care if you're a single mother. I don't care your age. I don't care what you've been through. I don't care what hurdles you face. You can do it. I had a girl on the show today. 8 kids. She has 8 biological kids, and she has her business. I can't tell her story until I air her show. Air the show, the YouTube show. But her business, y'all, she's phenomenal. She carries accreditations in South Carolina that nothing but maybe 5 people carry. And she was able to birth this baby and sustain this baby, having 8 kids as a single mother. So you can't tell me we can't do it. You can't tell me. That's why nobody can sit at my table and tell me they can't do it. If you say you can't do it, that's because you don't want to do it. You're not ready to do it. It's not that it can't be done. So whatever whatever God has called you to do, whatever business supposed to be birthed, whatever business you in that needs to go to that next level, get to a table with somebody that's going to push you. Get to a table with somebody that's going to understand you. And get to a table with somebody that's going to make sure you make it happen. Don't sit to a table where you can complain and say, I can't do, and they allow you not to do. That's the problem. We sit at tables with people who we talk down about our situation and say we can't get through it. I'm tired of this and not. But in the same instance, they supposed to be at your table, and they supposed to be the ones that lift you up, tell you can do it no matter what you saying, encouraging you to do it, giving you pointers on how to do it. That's the type of circle you want. That's the type of people you want at your table. So there's no can't in my household. It's no I can't. You can do it. I have a 7-year-old that the school tried to say she had a learning disability. And the mama I am, we not finna sit here and just listen to what you say. So we came to the conclusion from me teaching her that, okay, I get it. She learns backwards. So let's find out what she really has. She has dyslexia. But guess what? That doesn't mean she has a learning disability. She learned how to read before she learned how to recognize her alphabets and her numbers. She a math whiz, but maybe some numbers she can't recognize. But if you give it to her in a table format, she can do it like this right here. She doesn't have a learning disability. But the moment we say we can't, The moment we sit and allow people to tell us, sit at a table where people are giving us something different from what God has already told us we supposed to be doing and already put inside of us, is the moment we've killed all our purpose, all our dreams, and all our desires. So we came on here today to encourage you as a whole, as a family. You're sitting here with 4 people that the world had already counted out. People had already counted out. They had counted me out. They counted me out when I was a teenager. I was in the 12th grade pregnant. I fought all the way through school. I used my daddy issues as a clutch to be the bad girl. But God didn't count me out. He knew I had purpose. So he allowed me to give birth. And so allowing me to give birth pushed me to another route and changed my whole mindset. So we got to understand that things we go through in life, it's not to hurt us, it's to help us. It's not to bring us down, it's to help us. So I always take each one of my kids, and they are literally my stepping stone to where God has me now. They're the stepping stone to where God has me now. I can tell you that every birth put me in a different mindset and put me in different places. And I can look back now and say everything was set for a purpose. It was set for me to be right here, right now. So that's how you have to look at things. Whatever you went through 6 months ago, whatever you went through a year ago, whatever you went through a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, if you fatherless, if you motherless, if your family then turned on you, if you feel like you ain't have nobody, you don't have anybody to have your back, ask God to send you the right people. Because at the end of the day, all that don't matter. If you ask God to send you the right people, it don't matter if you're fatherless. It doesn't matter if you're motherless. It doesn't matter if your family has turned on you. We always tell people we got 2% of our family that supports us. 2%. 2%. And we have a huge family. Huge family. So 2%. And it hasn't stopped God from blessing us. We both was fatherless. Something I prayed that didn't happen, but it happened. But that didn't stop us. It may have took us through a season, but it built us. So we have to understand, you got to stop letting your situations and circumstances bring you down, but build you up. Use it as a stepping stone to get where you need to be. Get with the right people. Sit with the right people. Sit at the table with the right people so they can get you where you need to be. It's deeper than business. I always tell people, it's deeper than business. Your business is birthed out of your pain. It's birthed out of your issues. It's birthed out of your circumstances. It's birthed out of your hurt. It's birthed out of the things that you would look at and feel as if it shouldn't have been birthed out of. So we just wanted to come on today and encourage you. And Princeton has went to sleep, y'all, in the middle of, so this must have been a soothing live, because he didn't pass out in the middle of the live. But we wanted to encourage you because I'm sitting here and I probably don't tell her enough because I fuss at her so much of how proud I am of her, but I am. I'm proud of her because at a young age, she took what I went through and what she's going through as being fatherless, and she's building off of it. But I talk to her because I see me in her. So we have to learn to recognize the us in our children, and we have to learn to talk the us out of our children. And a lot of times we be in denial. I knew I used boys growing up as a means to fill the gap for my dad, which never happened. So when I see her going down that path, I pull her back in because I know what I did and the paths I took that I shouldn't have, but I had nobody to pull me back in. So we have to learn to pull our children back in when we see them. Don't beat them across the head. Just easily pull them back in, because she know when it comes to boys, I don't really dig in her too deep, but I just slowly say something smart every now and then, you know what I'm saying, just so she can get her attention. And I try to keep, you know what I'm saying, not keep a leash on her, but I'm open with her. So we have to be open with our children these days as well. I know this supposed to be about business, but I felt like for Marketing Monday, we need to dig deeper into family and the dynamics of family, so we can build our family. Because I know I did a live a week ago, and I talked about how the world is not going to change no matter who we elect president or mayor or whatever. It's up to the people. And the people starts with your household. It starts with your family. So we have to first be real. One of the things we had to learn to do was look in the mirror and be honest with ourselves. Be honest with where we went wrong. Be honest with what we've done wrong. And fix us first. So in order to fix us, that's the only way our business will grow. That's the only way our lives will grow. That's the only way we will be fulfilled and happy. Living in joy, peace, and happiness. When we looked in the mirror, we actually fixed ourselves. And I know a lot of people be like, how can a 15-year-old fix themselves? Because sometimes a 15-year-old go through more than a 40-year-old that went through. Especially when they got daddy issues. Especially when they've been hurt by people that love them. All of those things take a place. So you don't want your child to have these issues and they turn to different things because you didn't give them a platform to be able to get it out. So today we just wanted to do a little Marketing Monday and talk about family and talk about how important it is to be open-minded and how don't be cliche to a therapist and how your purpose can be built out of your pain. Because that's literally how she built her lip gloss business. Going to therapy, finding what made her happy place. And her happy place is what built this business. And it is what's still building the business, actually. Even though she be trying to act shy when she's in front of a lot of people, at home, makeup is her therapy. So because I know she loves makeup, I know she loves doing her hair, I know she loves lashes. I know a lot of people, when they see her, they be like, oh, she's 15, her lashes are too long. But that's her therapy. So I need you to mind your business. Straight like that. She's 15, but she's 15 and she's been through a lot. So I'd rather lashes be her therapy than sex be her therapy. So I'd rather eyeshadow be her therapy and boys not be her therapy. I'd rather the child, look at his hair. It's always child down to her I don't know what, past her butt. But I would rather that be her therapy than games, drugs, sex. So I mean, I told y'all we raw in this family. So I would rather that be her therapy. So if you see her and you like, oh, she just 15 and her lashes long, yes, that's her therapy. Because I would rather that than a boy. I would rather that than a game. I would rather that. So we have to learn what we use to help our children, and that's her therapy. That's her therapy. If she want to stand in front of that mirror for 5 hours to do her face, baby, do your face. Now, she not gonna go out the house looking like that unless it's a photo shoot, but that's a therapy. So we just wanted to come on today. We're not gonna drag it out, but we just wanted to come on today to for Marketing Monday and do a little something different. It's not gonna, we may get James to put it on YouTube, but we just wanted to encourage you, as even if you don't have children, but encourage you as a person that you can do it regardless of if you got a support system. You will, if you do it the right way, if it's your purpose, the support system will come. So don't worry about who's not for you, long as you're for yourself. That's what we had to get over. Who was not for us. We had to get over the fact that we supported everybody else in their dreams and their aspirations, but the moment it was our turn, nobody supported us. You heard that, right? We cared. I poured money into a lot of people. I poured time into a lot of people, and the moment it was my turn, nobody was there for me. Nobody is there for her. The same people I poured into, I shared their businesses. I did everything before I even thought of being a business owner. I poured into them, and the moment it was my turn and my child's turn, they got ghosts. They're nowhere around. They're not doing anything. They're not supporting. They're not nothing. So we had to get over that hurdle. That's another hurdle you have to get over. And once we got over that hurdle, God started sending in floodgates of people. People we never knew before have became family. We have family everywhere now. Everywhere. Everywhere. We have support systems everywhere. It's not a place we go that we don't have a support system. So listen, don't worry. We just came to encourage you today. You see her shaking her head. So we just want to encourage you today that you can do it. Don't let any obstacle, any circumstance, your past, being fatherless, being motherless, being familyless, whatever it is, don't let it stand in the way of your God-given purpose. Whatever it is that's inside of you, sit at the table with somebody that's going to pull it out of you and going to push you to your destiny. Because you can do it. You can do it. Hey, Amanda. You can do it. So listen, we are a living testimony that it is possible. You can do it. You can do it no matter what. It is not about the money, because we started both of these businesses. Listen, I was struggling. I ain't gonna lie. We started both of these businesses struggling, but by the grace of God, we in year 2, and we ain't struggling. We not living check to check no more. Like, this is stuff y'all don't understand, and I'm supposed to cry. But not to cry. This is what I prayed for. Y'all stop laughing, but for real.
Okay, cry, baby. Come on.
Shut up. But we worked hard to get to this place. So to see my baby overcome depression, to see her flourish the way she's flourishing, to see my business thrive the way it's thriving, to see me helping other people despite what we went through is a blessing. So, and I ain't supposed to be crying, but okay. But for real, no matter what you're going through, listen, God can get you through it. And when you come out on the other side, you're gonna come out better than ever. One of the things I love is me saying, I can't even think no more because I've been crying. But going through the fire, the furnace of the fire, and coming out like you haven't even been touched. That's one of the things that's one of the things that I do believe that is real. Because God takes us through the fire, but what we don't understand, He ain't even gonna let us get burned. He not gonna let us be touched. We ain't even gonna come out smelling like we been in the fire. So we gotta just trust the process and use everything we went through as a testimony, but also as a building block. Because it could have been any time that we could have thrown in the towel and said, God, I'm done. I'm done. But we decided to join hand in hand and get it together and say, God, ain't nothing on this world gonna stop me from doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And the moment we said that in our heads, and I told her, listen, we got purpose. God didn't take us through this for us to sit back and allow the world to beat us up. We gotta show the world that we better than this. We gotta stand on our we gotta stand 10 toes down and show people that this is who we are and this is what we was created to do. And we did just that with God on our side, because I'm not going to leave Him out. Because I know with my strength, I'm a thug crybaby, okay? So I'm going to bust you down and I'm going to cry about busting you down later. But I had to get to a place in my head where I couldn't allow anger, hurt, depression, none of that sit in me no more. I had to ask God to give me something to release all of that. And He gave me SOMCZ. And He gave her Glosses by Kayla. Something that could get us out of what we had been in and take us to another level. So whatever it is inside of you, allow that hurt and that pain, allow them situations, them circumstances to take that out of you and use it. Use it. I promise you. Your customers is gonna come from the very thing that you thought you should be ashamed of. You thought you shouldn't talk about. Cause until she really wanted to talk about her cutting, me as a mama, I would have never told nobody that. Cause I'm the best mama. Ain't no way my baby cutting herself. I love my child. I be loving on my baby. I ain't never let nobody else hurt this little girl. So ain't no way my child is in a state of depression. There's no way. That's my mentality. So as a mother, I wasn't going to share that with nobody, because in the streets, I'm the best mother. I protect my children. I don't play about my kids. I'm always with my kids. But what we don't understand is outside things that can cause your child to go into depression. So we have to learn to find ways to help us and our kids. And then it's also stuff we're going through. So as mothers and fathers, and let me go ahead and give y'all a little nugget. If you're going through something, your children are picking up on it. So in order for your children to get right, you got to get right. You got to get right. And that's one of the things I had learned. No matter where I took her, until I fixed me and was real with me and changed me, she would have never came out of depression. Because what I was going through and feeling inside was lingering on her, because that was my, listen, this has been my right hand since she been born. So, and she was picking up on everything that was inside of me, and she couldn't handle it because she was so little. So we got to understand that we have to fix us parents. We have to be real with us, and we have to change us, and we have to look in the mirror and stop pointing the finger. That's my biggest thing for everybody. It's no more pity parties. It's time for us to look in the mirror and fix us. Who cares what your mama did to you? Who cares what your daddy did to you? Who cares what your family did to you, your cousin, your friends? Who cares? It doesn't matter. Look in the mirror and fix what's in that mirror. And once you fix what's in that mirror, you can forgive and let go of everything everybody else has done to you. And then that's when you'll be able to birth, and you'll be able to see the rewards of what you birth. But first, you got to let go. You got to let go so you can get it. So that's our Marketing Monday. It is all out of whack. And I'm sorry, y'all, for crying, but it just hit me. But thank y'all for tuning in for Marketing Monday. I pray that this inspired somebody, encouraged somebody to sit down with your family, to get things in order, to birth that baby, to do whatever it is you feel you need to do. I pray that this sit down was helpful to somebody, for somebody. So thank y'all so much for tuning in to Marketing Monday. I love y'all. Y'all be blessed. Tell them bye, okay?